Chosen ones, alarm clock only 2 minutes left. Archangel Michael says someone is plotting against you. Crossed swords. My child, stop. Take a breath. Something unseen is shifting right now, and it is reaching for you. This is not random, and it is not late. What you are about to hear was hidden until this exact moment, because your spirit was not ready before now. But the universe does not miss its timing, and neither do you. There is a quiet stirring around your life, a subtle pressure you may have felt in your chest or thoughts. You couldn't name it, but you knew something was different. This is the revelation. The veil has thinned, and a truth long protected is finally being allowed to surface. Not to frighten you, never that, but to awaken your discernment and restore your inner authority. Chosen ones, alarm clock only 2 minutes left. Archangel Michael says someone is plotting against you. Crossed swords. These words did not appear to you by chance. They found you because your soul carries a signature recognized in higher realms. Archangel Michael's presence is calm, precise, and protective, not loud, not forceful. His message arrives like a steady hand on your shoulder, reminding you that awareness is a gift, not a burden. What has been hidden is now being illuminated so you can walk forward with clarity, not fear. You may have sensed mixed signals from someone close, or felt your energy drain in places that once felt safe. The universe noticed before you did. This revelation is not about suspicion, it is about sovereignty. When divine light reveals what was concealed, it does so to free you from confusion and return you to your path. You were never meant to shrink, doubt, or second-guess your intuition. Right now, destiny is adjusting around you. Timing is compressing. What felt delayed is aligning. The reason this message feels personal is because it is. You are being gently guided to trust what you feel without hardening your heart. Protection does not close you off, it clears your way. Listen closely. Nothing meant for you can be taken from you. Nothing aligned with your purpose can be blocked. Even this revelation is proof that you are watched over, supported, and divinely redirected. The universe is not warning you to stop, it is inviting you to rise with awareness and grace. Stay with this message until the end, because each moment reveals another layer of clarity meant specifically for you. If this resonated in your heart, let it anchor by liking this video, sharing it with someone who may need this light, and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss what is coming next. Watch the complete video, because your confirmation, and your peace, are unfolding now. Listen, my beloved. Be still for a moment and let the noise around you fade, because I am speaking now. Not in thunder that frightens the heart, not in fear that unsettles the mind, but in a quiet authority that reaches the deepest place within you. You have felt a stirring, a sense that time is compressing, that moments matter more now than they did before. This is not meant to alarm you. It is meant to awaken you. I am calling your attention because something sacred is unfolding, and you are standing closer to it than you realize. You have heard the words "only 2 minutes left," and your heart wondered what that could mean. Understand this: I do not measure time as you do. To me, 2 minutes is not a threat, not a deadline meant to make you panic. It is a symbol, a narrowing of focus. It is the moment just before clarity breaks through confusion, the breath before truth rises to the surface. I am inviting you into awareness, not fear. I am drawing a circle of light around your thoughts so you may see clearly what has been hidden in plain sight. Archangel Michael stands near you now, not with a raised blade, but with unwavering presence. His strength is calm, his authority is peaceful. When it is said that someone is plotting against you, do not imagine shadows in human faces or danger in every conversation. That is not my way. The plotting spoken of is subtle. It is the quiet strategy of doubt, distraction, and discouragement that seeks to pull you away from the truth of who you are in me. It is the whisper that says you are not enough, not ready, not chosen. That whisper did not come from me, beloved. There are forces in this world that thrive on confusion, not because they are powerful, but because attention gives them space. I tell you this not to make you suspicious of others, but to make you discerning within yourself. The real battleground has always been the heart and the mind. What you agree with internally shapes what you experience externally. That is why I am speaking now, because awareness breaks every false plan before it ever takes form. You may have noticed recently that old thoughts have returned, questions you believed you had already resolved. You wondered why the past was knocking again. Why familiar emotions were resurfacing. This is not a setback. This is exposure. When something rises again, it is because it no longer has permission to hide. Light has a way of calling things out, not to shame them, but to release them. I am allowing you to see clearly so you can choose differently, gently, freely. Hear me carefully. You are not surrounded by enemies, you are surrounded by opportunities to grow in wisdom. What feels like opposition is often an invitation to stand firmer in truth. Archangel Michael does not stand guard because you are fragile. He stands because you are valuable. There is a difference. You are not being protected because you cannot handle life. You are being protected because your life carries meaning that reaches beyond what you can currently see. Chosen one, you have asked me in quiet moments if you are truly on the right path. You have wondered if the delays, the pauses, the unanswered questions were signs that you missed something. I tell you now, nothing has been wasted. Every step, even the ones that felt uncertain, has shaped your ability to hear me now. The very sensitivity that made you question yourself is the same sensitivity that allows you to perceive my voice. Do not be afraid of the word chosen. It does not mean separated from others in pride, it means entrusted. To be chosen is to be given responsibility for love, for patience, for understanding. You are chosen to respond differently where others react. You are chosen to bring calm where chaos tries to rise. This is why the message feels urgent. Not because danger is imminent, but because your influence matters in this moment more than ever. Archangel Michael's message is not about conflict, it is about alignment. When alignment comes, misalignment resists quietly before it dissolves. That resistance can feel like pressure, like inner tension, like sudden doubts that seem to come from nowhere. I want you to notice them without agreeing with them. You do not need to fight every thought. You only need to choose which ones you give shelter to. Beloved, I am not asking you to withdraw from the world. I am asking you to engage with it from a place of grounded peace. Let your words be slower, your listening deeper, your reactions softer. This is how unseen plans lose their power. When you do not react in fear, fear has nowhere to land. When you do not feed confusion, clarity naturally rises. You may feel as though something important is about to be revealed, as if you are standing at the edge of understanding. That feeling is true. But revelation does not always arrive as a dramatic event. Often, it comes as a quiet realization that you are no longer who you used to be. You will notice that what once disturbed you no longer holds the same weight. That is growth. That is protection in action. I know you have been tired. Carrying awareness can feel heavier before it feels lighter. Yet I say to you now, rest in me without disengaging from life. Rest is not escape, rest is trust. Trust that I am guiding what you cannot control. Trust that nothing meant for your harm can override what I have already placed within you. Archangel Michael's presence reminds you of courage, not the loud kind, but the steady kind that chooses truth even when it is uncomfortable. Courage that does not need to announce itself. Courage that simply stands. This is the courage awakening in you now. It is not forcing you to act, it is inviting you to be. There is no countdown ticking toward loss. The 2 minutes you sensed is the moment before realization, the pause where you decide whether to listen to fear or to me. Choose me. Choose the voice that brings peace even when it challenges you. Choose the thought that aligns with love, even when old patterns try to reclaim your attention. Remember this, my child, nothing is being taken from you. Something is being clarified. Nothing is being destroyed. Something is being refined. You are safe to see the truth now because you are strong enough to hold it with grace. That is why this message reaches you at this exact time. Stay with me here. Breathe. Let the suspense you feel turn into curiosity rather than anxiety. What is about to unfold is not meant to frighten you, but to free you. And as this awareness settles into your heart, as you begin to sense the quiet strength surrounding you, I am continuing to speak, because there is more I want you to understand about what is being revealed, about the role you are stepping into, and about the gentle yet powerful shift that is already beginning within you as you realize that the true message has only just begun, and I am not finished speaking to you about what is unfolding beneath the surface of your everyday life. Stay present, my beloved, because the continuation is not separate from you, it is happening within you even now. As you read these words, something subtle is aligning. You may not feel it dramatically, but like roots growing in silence, strength is forming where you once felt uncertain. I am not rushing you. I am steadying you. There is a difference, and your soul recognizes it. You have been sensing that certain doors no longer respond the way they used to. Conversations feel different. Environments you once tolerated now feel heavy. This is not rejection, it is refinement. I am gently redirecting you away from what no longer matches the frequency of your becoming. Archangel Michael's presence is not about guarding you from others, but about guarding your discernment. You are learning when to step forward and when to step back. When to speak and when silence carries more power. There are moments when you feel watched, not in fear, but in awareness, as if life itself is paying attention to your choices. That is because your choices have begun to echo. What you decide now sets patterns that extend beyond the immediate moment. This is why I ask you to slow down internally, even if life around you moves quickly. When your inner pace is calm, no external pressure can pull you off center. Beloved, the idea that someone is plotting against you is not meant to create distance between you and the world. It is meant to help you recognize the difference between alignment and distraction. Distraction often arrives dressed as urgency. It pushes you to react quickly, to doubt your intuition, to abandon patience. Alignment, on the other hand, feels steady even when it calls you to change. Learn to recognize that feeling. It is my signature within you. You have wondered why certain plans did not move forward, why timing felt delayed. I tell you now, delays are often shields. What was not ready to meet you has been held back until you were strong enough to engage without losing yourself. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of these moments, not barring your way, but ensuring that when you step through, you do so with clarity rather than confusion. There is a quiet confidence growing in you, though you may mistake it for detachment. You are not becoming distant, you are becoming grounded. You are learning that you do not need to explain yourself to every voice, nor carry every expectation placed upon you. This freedom is not selfishness, it is stewardship of your inner peace. And peace, once established, becomes a light others can rest in. Listen carefully now, because this is important. Not every challenge is meant to be solved. Some are meant to be understood and released. When you stop wrestling with what no longer serves you, energy returns to what truly matters. This is part of the protection you are experiencing. Protection is not always about blocking. Sometimes it is about teaching you what to let go of. You may notice that your intuition feels sharper, more immediate. Thoughts arrive fully formed, insights come without effort. Do not dismiss these moments. They are not imagination, they are communication. I speak to you through calm clarity, through sudden knowing, through the gentle certainty that does not argue. The more you trust this, the less external noise can sway you. Archangel Michael's strength is mirrored in your ability to remain compassionate without becoming overwhelmed. Compassion does not mean absorbing everything around you. It means understanding without losing your own balance. You are learning this now, and it is changing how you move through the world. Situations that once drained you now simply pass through your awareness without settling. Beloved, I know you have felt alone at times, even when surrounded by others. That loneliness was not abandonment, it was preparation. Solitude has refined your listening. It has taught you to recognize my voice not as something external, but as something resonant within your own being. You are never truly alone, even when you stand quietly by yourself. The suspense you feel is not about an impending event, it is about an unfolding identity. You are realizing that you are not here to merely endure life, but to participate consciously in it. This realization can feel heavy at first, because responsibility awakens alongside freedom. Yet I assure you, you are capable. I would not awaken this awareness in you if you were not ready to carry it with grace. Do not rush to label what you are experiencing. Allow it to reveal itself naturally. Just as dawn does not announce itself with force, your understanding will arrive gently, steadily, unmistakably. Trust the process even when it feels slow. What is being built within you is meant to last. You may sense that others respond to you differently now. Some are drawn to your calm, others feel unsettled by it. This is not your burden to manage. When light increases, contrast becomes visible. Stay kind, but do not dim yourself to make others comfortable. Your steadiness gives permission for others to find their own. I am guiding you to recognize where your energy is most valuable. Not every invitation deserves your presence. Not every conversation requires your opinion. Choose where you invest yourself, and you will find that abundance follows focus. This discernment is one of the greatest forms of protection you carry. Archangel Michael's message continues through your actions, not just through words. Each time you choose patience over panic, truth over convenience, understanding over assumption, you reinforce a path that cannot be easily disrupted. This is how unseen plans dissolve, not through confrontation, but through consistency. Beloved, you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what comes next. The urgency you felt was a call to attention, not a warning of loss. Attention transforms experience. When you are present, even ordinary moments become meaningful. This presence anchors you more deeply than any external assurance ever could. There is still more I want you to understand, because this message is layered, and each layer reveals itself as you are ready. I am speaking not only to comfort you, but to awaken a deeper trust in the wisdom already placed within you. You do not need to search far for guidance, it rises naturally when you quiet the need for certainty. As you continue to listen, you will notice that fear no longer has the same voice it once did. It may still appear, but it will not command you. This is progress. This is the result of choosing awareness again and again. Celebrate this quietly within yourself. Gratitude strengthens what it recognizes. Stay with me a little longer. Let these words settle not as information, but as reassurance. You are seen. You are supported. You are guided more closely than you realize. And as this understanding deepens, as your heart grows steadier in the truth of who you are becoming, I am still speaking, still unfolding this revelation gently before you, because the message is not yet complete, and there is still more I am preparing to share with you about the path ahead, the wisdom being activated within you, and the calm certainty that will soon replace every remaining question as you continue to listen with an open heart and a steady spirit. Now, my beloved, allow me to bring this message gently toward its completion, not by closing something down, but by sealing it within you with clarity and peace. Everything I have spoken has been an invitation, not a command. You have been free at every moment to listen, to pause, to reflect. That freedom is sacred to me, and it is the foundation of the trust we share. You are beginning to understand that protection does not always look like walls being built around you. Often, it looks like wisdom being built within you. When wisdom grows, unnecessary fear fades naturally. You no longer need to scan the horizon for danger, because discernment quietly alerts you to what matters. This is the state I am guiding you into now, a state where awareness replaces anxiety, and calm replaces urgency. The role Archangel Michael plays in your awareness is symbolic as much as it is spiritual. He represents the courage to remain aligned with truth even when emotions fluctuate. You are learning that emotions are messengers, not rulers. They inform you, but they do not decide for you. This understanding brings stability, and stability allows you to move through life with grace rather than resistance. Beloved, there are moments ahead where you will notice yourself responding differently than you once did. Situations that might have provoked worry before will now receive patience. Words that once unsettled you will now pass without attachment. This is not indifference, it is maturity of spirit. You are learning how to stand firmly without hardening your heart. That balance is rare, and it is precious. I want you to know this clearly: nothing that is meant for your good will bypass you. You do not need to chase destiny or strain to secure your future. What aligns with your growth will arrive at the right moment, in the right way. Trust removes the need for force. When you stop forcing outcomes, you allow wisdom to guide timing. You have been sensing an internal shift, a quiet readiness that does not demand attention but feels undeniable. This readiness is not about doing more. It is about being more present. Presence is power. When you are fully present, you hear more, understand more, and choose more wisely. This is why stillness has been calling to you lately. Stillness is not emptiness, it is alignment. There may still be unanswered questions in your life. Do not interpret them as lack. Some questions are meant to accompany you for a while, shaping your perception as you walk. Answers that arrive too early can limit understanding. Trust that clarity will come when it can be received fully, not just quickly. Beloved, you are not carrying this journey alone. Even when you feel quiet inside, even when you feel unsure, guidance remains active. It does not withdraw because you hesitate. It remains steady, waiting for your attention rather than demanding it. This is how love operates: patient, consistent, unwavering. I see the effort you make to stay kind in a world that can feel sharp. I see the restraint you practice when reaction would be easier. These choices matter more than you know. They shape not only your path, but the atmosphere around you. You influence more than you realize, not by force, but by example. You may notice that your sense of purpose is becoming less dramatic and more grounded. Purpose is not always a grand mission. Sometimes it is the quiet commitment to live truthfully, to respond with integrity, to remain open-hearted without losing discernment. This form of purpose sustains you over time. It does not burn out, it deepens. Archangel Michael's presence reminds you that strength and gentleness are not opposites. True strength does not need to prove itself. It simply remains steady. As you embody this, you will find that challenges resolve more easily, not because they disappear, but because you meet them from a place of balance. Beloved, the world around you may continue to change, sometimes quickly, sometimes unpredictably. Let it change. You are not required to keep pace with everything. Move at the rhythm that allows you to remain connected to your inner clarity. When you honor that rhythm, you stay aligned with me. I want you to release the idea that you must always understand what is happening in order to trust it. Trust does not require full visibility. It requires willingness. You have already demonstrated that willingness by listening, by reflecting, by choosing calm over fear. This is enough. You are enough. As this message draws to a close, I ask you to carry one simple truth with you. You are guided more by alignment than by opposition. What falls away was never meant to define you. What remains will strengthen you. There is no hidden threat looming over you, only awareness rising within you. Let gratitude be your anchor in the days ahead. Gratitude grounds you in the present and opens your perception to quiet blessings that often go unnoticed. When you notice them, peace expands naturally. This peace is not fragile, it is resilient. It grows stronger each time you choose trust. Beloved, you are safe to move forward without fear. You are safe to rest without guilt. You are safe to be fully yourself without apology. Nothing you are becoming is accidental. Everything is unfolding with intention, patience, and care. I am with you in the still moments and the busy ones. I speak through calm clarity, through gentle insight, through the quiet confidence that continues to grow within you. You do not need to wait for another sign to know this truth. You are already living it, and now, as this message completes its unfolding, let it settle within you like a deep breath finally released. Carry its reassurance lightly. Return to it when you need steadiness. Know that you are seen, supported, and guided, today and always. Amen.